In this tutorial we are going to make this model. So this is the model number 6. So in this model we have a series of lots of curve here, so that is what we have to make. So we have dimension here, like here we have different curves. Okay, so we have to make this model. So first we have to make the base. I select extrude and select this base. Then I select rectangle, center rectangle. This width we have 222, height is 96, and this angle is 0, and click. So that is our base. I click finish. Then this extrude value we have is 20. I select 20 and OK. Then we have to make this back part here. We have created this base, then this back part. So I select extrude and this back portion here. Then I zoom in here. Then first I take a reference line. I select line. Then okay, we can make directly circles. We have the dimension that like then 16, 32, then we have 24, 32, we have many circle here. So I select circle, then I have to make circle at the midpoint. So I will trace midpoint from here, like this is the midpoint, then I go vertical. This dot dot shows the midpoint line, and at somewhere I select circle, that is 16, another circle that is 32, then another circle is we have 48, then 64, after that we have R48 and R56. So this will be 96 and this will be 112 and escape. I select the dimensions, and right click hide them. To have a clear view of our model, I will hide the dimensions. And also these dimensions also. I select continuous auto dimensioning and turn it off. Then I select rapid dimension. From this vertical line to this center, this distance we have is 35, and close. And then we have to trim this circles according to our requirements, like this is we have to trim here. So I select a line from this center, a horizontal line like this. I can hide this dimension now. Then I can trim the all circles. Quick trim. Then I select boundary curve. This line is my boundary, and then we can trim the curves. I take my cursor here and drag it, and it will delete all the lines. Also I close here, and then this line, right click and delete. Then we have to make this arc here, that is the arc. So to make this arc, we need a 3-point arc. So I select a circle, line from this point to this point, also from this point to this point. So the advantage of this line will be that its midpoint will work as a center for our arc. I select arc, Then I select center arc. Then its midpoint will be center, that is the midpoint. Then this first point of this arc, then this is the second point. Similarly, once again we need one more arc from this point to this point. Also we need arc on this side, that is the center, from this point to here, this point, another point here, this point to this point. Okay, we also make some mistake. I have to do it again like this. I close it. So also one more thing we have, that that is our complete circle. So we have mistakenly deleted this half portion. So I select arc. This center is our center, arc center is our center. Then we have to make this a complete circle. Similarly here, that is a complete circle. Okay. Then we can trim the extra line portion. This line we have to trim. And now we can see we have a closed profile here. So I can extrude it. I select finish. Then this direction I take on the rightward. Extrude value we have 28 and OK. In Boolean I take just select none. We do not want to currently unite it. Then once again we have to make this wall portion here. This is support. So extrude. Once again this back part. Then I take rectangle, this time 2-point rectangle, from this any point here to here like this, and this height we have is 35 and we can take any width here. Then we have to dimension it. I select rapid dimension from this point so to this distance we have is 13. Also from this point to this point, this gap also we have is 13. This way we can dimension it. I select quick trim and trim this line. Then I select project curves. Then I project the curves. This outer curve, then this inside curve, that is the inside part. Then we have a curve feature like this here. Also we have a hole there and that is here. So I select this arc, this inside, and also this, and OK. Now I select line and I draw tangent on it. I select line and here it shows the tangent, sign of tangent here. So that is a tangent. I select point on curve. Once again from this end, draw a tangent. And now we can trim some part of it. This outer face. Okay, I don't want to show these dimensions. I select continuous auto dimensioning, turn it off. Then I can select it, trim this part and this. Also we need this circle to be half. So we need a reference line here. from this point, suppose to this point, any point here, quick trim, then I select boundary, this line, then we can trim this half. Now I can trim this line. So once again we have to make an arc on this. So I select line, from this point to this point we need a line, from this point to this point here we need a line. I select arc, center arc, from that is the midpoint in the center. Once again from this midpoint to this end point to this point here. Then these lines, I select these lines, right click and delete. Okay, now we have a closed profile here, no section is opened. I can finish. Now I can insert the extrude value. So we have to take it on the rightward side. This value we have is 14 and okay. So this way we have created our back portion. Now we have to make this support here, this support also this here. So I select once again extrude, select this plane, this surface, this face, and from here I can draw its profile. From this line I have a profile like this, so I can make it profile on this end, once again a line to this end. We have the dimension, this value is 40 and close. Finish. This extrude value, okay, I select boolean none. Extrude value is 10 on the rightward side. This value is 10 and okay. Another thing we have to make is that support here. So I select extrude, we have dimension of this here, that is 36, we have hole is 16, then radius is 16. So I select this plane, rectangle, from here this width we have is 36, this height we have is 32. Okay, we have to once again check it dimension, this value is 36. So this value, okay, I close this, this is 32 and this is 36. Then we have to make the circle from its midpoint to its end point, once again a circle of dia 16. Then I can quick trim it, this half circle and this line. Finish. Extrude value we have 14 and okay. Now we have to make this similar parts on the other side, so we can directly mirror them. More, mirror feature, we can select both feature and plane is this YZ plane. Okay, so this way we have created this. Now we can unite it, because that is a single part, we have to make it single. I select unite, target body this, then we have to select tool, body, We have to select this one by one and okay. Now this is a single part.